Another example of a fossil find that builds a bigger picture is in Queensland at Lark Quarry. Here the tracks of dozens of dinosaurs were preserved in mud as they stampeded away in fear of the arrival of a meat-eater. These are known as trace fossils. Fossils not of the creatures themselves, but their trace. These prints are clear indication that some dinosaurs lived in herds. But the biggest picture of all is the picture in time. Where rock strata have built up high, we may see sequences of fossils. The time required to build all this was many millions of years, and of course the oldest rocks are at the bottom. And we often find that fossils at the bottom are of more primitive organisms than fossils higher up. If trilobites, for example, were found in the lower rocks, dinosaur fossils would only ever be found in younger rocks higher up. The strata reveal change and evolution in the history of life. Of course, no one set of strata shows the complete story. But the big picture can be built by comparing fossil sequences from different locations. Location A may have a sequence of trilobites below two non-fossil bearing layers, with a layer containing bivalve shells at ground level. Location B may contain the same kind of bivalves, but this time near the bottom, with ammonite and dinosaur fossils in a layer higher up. By matching these sequences, we can build a bigger picture of fossil order than at a single location. The extension of this process by scientists over many years has led to the geological timescale. So, for example, we can answer the question, did humans ever see a live dinosaur? The answer is no, because human fossils are found in rocks at least 65 million years younger than any dinosaur fossils. The geological timescale is vital to understanding fossils. This amazing fossil site is at Riversley in Queensland. All the overlying strata have long been worn away, and these rocks are simply left as outcrops. But we can still date the fossils using the timescale. These are 25 million years old, from the age of mammals. Australia also has some of the oldest fossils in the world. They're called stromatolites. Telltale layers of calcium carbonate were deposited by bacteria that slowly built these nodules. This fossil is 3.5 billion years old. What did they look like? Amazingly, stromatolites are still around. These are living stromatolites. In Shark Bay, Western Australia, a world of the past still continues. It shows that if an environment stays around, its life forms may survive too. This is why creatures in the sea have altered less than creatures on land. The sea is a relatively stable environment.
This is a shark tooth from 60 million years ago. As you can see, it looks just the same as a modern shark tooth. This tells us sharks haven't changed much over time. Sharks, of course, are still around. And judging by the size of this old tooth, this shark must have been a whopper. Trilobites, however, are no longer around. The big picture for the trilobites is they died out as part of a great mass extinction just before the arrival of the dinosaurs. But what caused this so-called Permian extinction, which wiped out 90% of all living things? No one knows. Perhaps it was similar to the disaster nearly 200 million years later, which we think finished off the dinosaurs.
Paleontologists are scientists trying to understand fossils at 3 levels. First, to recreate the creature itself, then to understand its world, then to fit it into the picture of time and evolution. Of course, humans are in the picture too, as the latest chapter in a great saga. And it's an interesting question to ask: what will be left of all this in 1 million years? What fossils will we leave behind?